afternoon from Fazakerley in Liverpool for the start of the 58th Baseball International between England and Wales for the Gladstone Rose Bowl Trophy. The series started in 1908, and there was a complaint at the time that the programme was priced too highly at 2p. Wales lead by 40 victories to 16 with one abandoned, but England are slight favourites after their victory in Cardiff last year, though Wales were convincing winners 2 years ago in Liverpool. England are led by John Jervis at Breckside, who supply 5 players to the team. 3 new caps in Dennis Barber, Joe McIntyre and Paul Hyam, was the youngest ever cap at 15 years and 3 months. Father Joey hit the winning run last year, but England's team notes say that youth policy is paying off, though Joe McIntyre's debut is at the age of 38. Wales have 3 new caps in the Llanrumney pair of Kevin Trevett and Tony Hinchy, and David Bishop of the Old Iltydian Club. The skipper is David Richards of Kyra, and brother Martin is also included. Steve Haynes of Llanrumney is the side's most experienced player. There's some of the Welsh supporters who've travelled to Liverpool for this match, a match that will be probably a battle between bowlers Lynge and Price of England against the Welsh pair of John Smith and Dave Bishop, but the side who's liveliest in the field should decide the game. The referee today, Brian Smith of England. Brian being the 12th man to referee and play in internationals, having won 3 caps as a player starting in 1968. First man in for England, having won the toss, selected the bat, Dennis Barber of Breckside. Bad ball from John Smith. Well off the pegs in the middle by the batsman there. It was higher than the chin and wide off the pegs, in fact. Must be lower than the chin and higher than the forward knee of the batsman. Dennis Barber waiting for John Smith to bowl, again wide. 2 bads are 1 extra added to the score. The referee signals the extra, and England have moved off the mark with 1 run. Dennis Barber looking for his first run in international baseball, and getting in, not getting in, Michael Jennings with the catch for Wales. That's 1 man out. Dennis Barber duck on his debut, and it's Michael Jennings from the Old Iltydian Club the catch. Freddie Price, very experienced left-hander, joined St Margaret's in 1979, played for Brehouse beforehand. Price hit in very nicely, hit the first ball hard. The flyer is Alan Bright for Wales, but Price is on his way to what could be a home run. It is a home run for Freddie Price. Experienced player, good bowler, good batsman. Good throw by Alan Bright, but too late, and 4 runs to Fred Price. Good start for him. John Smith just a bit offline at the moment. 9th cap today. To Neil Rice, the backstop, who hits it powerfully. Good shot taken by the left-handed Dave Bishop. Very smart piece of fielding.
1 run!
David Bishop picked it up, and there he is. First time he's touched the ball in an international match. The Pontypool rugby scrum half, Dave Bishop, wearing the number 9 jersey. So here's a good leg hitter, John Jervis, the captain, taking and hit into leg very powerfully. He may get 4 runs for that. It's a fine shot. It's chased out in the field for Wales, but John Jervis going as the David Richards, the captain, throws in, but John Jervis, in fact, makes 3 runs. Perhaps a few years ago he might have got round to 4, but that's 3 runs for John Jervis.
England, first innings, a steady start, 17 for 1.
And hit by new cap Joe McIntyre, and he makes 2 base. Steve Haynes taking the ball at 3, but McIntyre quite happy to get away with 2 runs on his debut. Joe McIntyre, 38 years of age. Now another good batsman, Gary Gall from Breckside, had 2 ducks last year in fact, but he had made 21 his highest in an English jersey. In 1980 at Newport, Gary Gall made 21. Now he faces Smith, takes first ball, hits it straight down the throat of Michael Jennings. Second catch for Michael Jennings, this fine all-round sportsman. Now the meeting of the 2 great bowlers. This man, Geoffrey Lynge of England, more victims as a bowler than anybody in international history. From the Anfield boys, Geoff Lynge lunges us at that. He's improved his batting a lot lately. Alan Bright is chasing it, has to duck under a scaffolding. Geoff Lynge will make 4. Yes, he can trot the last few. Geoff Lynge picks it up as he finished it off last year. 4 runs to Geoff Lynge with a very good stroke behind on the leg side. Now here's an interesting situation. Stephen Henney facing. He's a big hitter. Dave Bishop has come out deep. So has Tony Hinchy. Men on 1, 2 and 3 base. It means that Henney's got to score to get someone home and get himself away. He hits high. Now this could be a very good catch. Michael Jennings is the man. Is his third catch if he takes it. He takes it. What a good catch. Right underneath, but still it went up a long way. Henney punched it to the off. He is a big hitter. And Wales went that little bit yard further deeper for Henney, and it paid off. Michael Jennings' third catch of the innings. In fact, he's got all 3 men out.
England first innings 33 for 3.
Paul Hyam. Here's a lad who started well with his first round, got a 1 run away. John Smith to Hyam.
1 bad!
Now John Smith hasn't bowled anyone yet in this innings, which has progressed into the second round. Unusual. Which is Paul Hyam, young lad, hitting it away, very good shot. Crowd are very pleased with that one. Away goes David Richards, Alan Bright as well. This could be 4 runs for young Hyam. 15 years of age and 4 runs in his first international. What a wonderful start. It's his. All the English team applauding that one. Very good start for Paul Hyam.
Lights on, batter.
I think this is a good bowling change by David Richards. John Smith wasn't quite in the groove.
Lights on, batter.
It's a great bowler, John Smith, but it's David Bishop who's just a little bit faster, one feels. His first ball in international baseball. Dave Bishop of Bobby Davin. Oh, it was a beautiful ball. David Bishop firing them in towards Bobby Davin, who edges. Oh, what a lovely shot that was. That was a very experienced shot, in fact, by Bobby Davin. He's got 2 runs there, and a good throw by Kevin Trevett from the distance to Steve Haynes, but Davin gets 2 very good runs. Player who started in 1963 with England, in fact. What a good batsman he's been. Freddie Price, 4 ducks in his last 6 innings in international, surprisingly.
Extra!
Getting a bad ball again from David Bishop, just off those 3 pegs. Outside the furthest peg, rightmost peg. David Bishop to Price. Price edges. Good shot though. I say edges, in fact it was a deliberate one. And a good throw from the deep to Steve Haynes on third base, but Price gets 2 more very good runs. Freddie Price moving on to 9.
England moving on in their first innings to 47 for 3.
Fine start indeed for England. John Jervis, well, he made a little bit of a mess with that one. Can Ivor Hughes beat him to first base? He can! I thought so, no. No, referee appeared to give him in, and he'll get a bye for that. No, he has been given out, in fact. Not sure would Brian Smith put his hands in that funny sort of sign, but John Jervis obviously knew it. Bishop bowling to Neil Rice, and he made a bit of mess of that one, and well, did he make it to first base? Hard to see the referee's decision, but looks as if he was given out, in fact. And he just didn't quite get the Neil Rice. The throw from Ivor Hughes beating him, and Alan Harrison, the baseman, taking it quite cleanly. Bishop to Jeff Lynch, who will have a go, I'm sure. As a big hit, he's cleared the field. That's 4 runs. Not much doubt about that. Alan Harrison will go after it, but I'll back Jeff Lynch for 4 any time there. Jeff giving the post a slam. Harrison's throw not coming, and Lynch making 4 runs for the 2nd time in this game. Excellent batting by Geoffrey Lynch.
An excellent start by England, 65 for 4.
Wales bring John Smith back into the bowling box, and John Jervis, the former Blackburn Rovers professional soccer player, in fact, John Jervis hitting it away to, oh, that's a great shot, but there's a Welshman there, and he caught it. Now, will that be given out? I don't know. The player was behind the crowd. He certainly caught it. It was a catch by Michael Jennings. The referee turned his back, ignored the fact the Welsh team say he caught it, which of course he did, and I think the referee will say not out, 2 runs. Or has he? No one is sure. The catch was made. He was behind the crowd. There are no boundaries in baseball, and he is given out. He is given out, and that's Michael Jennings' 4th catch of the innings. That really is a wonderful performance, and it was an amazing catch. Jervis hitting the leg side, and Jennings running blind behind the crowd, picking it up by his knees. Now the referee saying toe the pegs. Obviously McIntyre not quite touching it. You see him now pushing it over, in fact, the peg, as he receives and hits well to leg. There's a fieldsman there, but he'll settle for 1 run. and be quite happy with a good start made by Joe McIntyre in international baseball. His first cap and 7 runs so far. Jeffrey Lynch, 9 already. Bases filled on 1, 2 and 3. What a good shot by Lynch. It's beaten David Richards, the Welsh captain. He's got to come a long way back for that. I don't think Lynch will make 4, though he does the way he's running round, and he does make 4. He ran very well, and that's 3 home runs and 13 runs altogether for Jeffrey Lynch. One of his best innings for England, this. Ivor Hughes closing in on Fred Price, who stands there perfectly still and confident and hits away. It's cleared David Bishop. Bishop can really throw a ball, but again the batsman must back for 4 runs. He's been called for 4, he makes 4. The English camp is really delighted. Freddie Price has hit 15 good runs so far.
England 82 for 5.
Third choice bowler for Wales is Martin Richards from the Cairo Club of Ely. Carl Hughes hitting that one away quite nicely past Kevin Trevett. He's got 2, certainly 3 runs. Don't think he'll make the 4th. Trevett's throw is a good one as usual. To Ivor Hughes, back to Tony Hinchy, but 3 runs to Carl Hughes. Here's Joey McIntyre, very experienced player to be making his first appearance in the England shirt. Nicely put away, settles for the 1 again. That's all right. That's good pace ball from Joe McIntyre. Paul Hyam receiving from Martin Richards. Oh, good throw and out, maybe. Given out. Very good fielding by Martin Richards and Alan Harrison on 1 base. Now that was very sensible. Joey McIntyre had made 8 just straight off the base. Bowler Richards saw it in a flash, and Alan Harrison had the ball against the base very quickly. Joe McIntyre out for 8, but a good start for him in international baseball. Jeff Lynch in his 14th cap today is out. Clean ball by Martin Richards. That's a very good one. Very good one for Martin Richards. That's the 3rd man for him. And Jeff Lynch out for 13. Really batting well these days, Jeff Lynch. Had a fine season last season, of course, and again this. Carl Hughes, the last man home, the men on first base and 3rd base. Could be a free out in 1 ball situation, in fact. Hughes taking his time about receiving. And hitting to the base, taken by Alan Harrison. He will just beat him, I think. No! I thought the boy made first base, but he is given out. Alan Harrison, the baseman, just beating the diving, sliding Hughes. What a good attempt by the batsman it was to get to first base. Fine attempt by the young lad, and he's out for 9.
England 94 for 9.
It's the last man home, Bobby Davin, crouching and waiting, experienced. Freddie Price on 2 base. Bobby Davin hitting well, getting Fred Price home, I would think, but David Bishop is very quick. Can he make him? No, he can't. He goes to 2 base, and Fred Price is home. One run there to Bobby Davin. Last man home, Fred Price. Bobby Davin on 1 base. Fred hits well. He may just get Bobby Davin home. I would back Tony Hinchy's throw. Hughes has got to touch Davin. He does. Now put it down. Freddie Price has 2 runs. England are all out. England's first innings score of 97 was their highest in Liverpool for 46 years. Now, I think Alan Harrison will go for a shot over 2 base, possibly. You know, he hasn't. He's played it on the off, neatly away. Steve Henney feels. Harrison takes 2 runs, and the Welsh innings is on its way. 2 runs to Alan Harrison. Always playing well in international, of course. Very experienced player, formerly of Newport Civil Service. John Smith, one of the great batsmen for Wales, facing Jeffrey Lynch and receiving a good ball right down the centre. Smith says no. John Smith of the Landrumney Club glides it away. He's on his way for 1. I think he'll take the 2nd run. He does. That's a good start for Smith, and he puts him clearly as the 3rd highest Welsh scorer of all time. Now here's the Welsh vice-captain, Stephen Haynes of Llanrumney, captain last year, twice Welsh captain in fact. Steve looking round, he wants 1 run to make it 100 for all time in internationals, to join 9 other players for Wales who made 100.
One good.
Takes a good ball. Steve Haynes wanting 1 run to join the 9 other players on 100 and get in 2 goods and out, wasn't it? No, it is given out indeed. It was difficult to know. The referee doesn't ever seem to make it clear to the batsman, and he is out, Stephen Haynes. Well, I was a little bit astonished as well, but it seemed a good ball. And Stephen Haynes is walking away and out, and that was a strange dismissal, but he received 2 good balls, and he is out with his score still at 99 in international baseball. Geoffrey Lynch starting to let them fly. Ivor Hughes getting it away, takes him to 99 in international baseball. He settles for the 1.
1 run.
And it's hard going for the Welsh at the moment. Martin Richards in his 3rd cap for Wales, 21 years of age, only made 5 runs in 3 innings so far for Wales, and he could be possibly out. Yes, he is out. A very good catch indeed, taken by Carl Hughes. A very good catch for England, and Martin Richards' poor record internationals really continues. He must be a very disappointed lad. Alan Bright has been around a time and shouldn't be too nervous about Geoffrey Lynch, but he has hit it up, and Geoffrey Lynch makes the catch. I think Neil Rice lost it, I did for a moment, but Geoffrey Lynch made the catch. A caught bowl to him, and Alan Bright is out for a duck. Well taken by the bowler, because I think the backstop lost it when Alan skied it, and Geoff Lynch came a good way to take that very confidently. David Richards, the Welsh captain, from the Glanely school originally, in Ely, Cardiff. Not going right for him or his side at the moment. He hits that one very well. He's beaten the field. He's beaten Gary Gall there. That could be 4 runs for Wales. It could be the first home run, and the Welsh skipper moving hard towards it, and he makes it. Good start by David, or Dubber Richards as he's most affectionately known, in fact. 4 runs to him.
Wales first inning, 16 for 3.
Kevin Trevett, his first cap batting number 9 for Wales, who was Welsh Youth Rugby International in South Africa in 1980. Starts well enough, gets the single. In fact, he's such a speedy lad. He's going for 2. He could be out on 2. He makes 2 base. He's going for 3. Bound to be out on 3. He makes 3 base as well. Well, my goodness, that is living dangerously. That really is. I think he lost his head a little bit at 2 base, but he gets 3 runs because he's a very fast young lad. Very important runs for Wales, those. New cap Tony Hinchy of Llanrumney. Oh, he didn't get hold of that at all. He's out, taken by the backstop, Neil Rice, confidently, and thrown to Bobby Davin on 1 base. And the big fella, Neil Rice, took it very well and beat Tony Hinchy, fast as he is, to first base with the throw. Bobby Davin, the baseman. Neil Rice, experienced player and a very good backstop. Very big fella.
Wales chasing an England first in his total of 97. I started very uncomfortably, 21 for 4.
Alan Harrison receiving the start of the 2nd Welsh round. And he's clean bowled. That is a good man to get for Lynch and Rice. The combination working. The Anfield Old Boys pair. Alan Harrison is out, clean bowled by Lynch. And what a good start for England. The Welsh innings starting to collapse. Lynch to John Smith from 50 feet away. Smith getting a good ball straight down the middle.
You stay in your caller's box.
John Smith with the stance different to all Welsh baseballers, it seems, legs wide apart. And Lynch from 50 feet. Bowling him, what a very good ball, what a very good ball, and that is a real big scalp for Lynch and Rice. Rice took it well, but really that was a signal for Wales, as John Smith, one of their best batsmen, is clean bowled by Lynch. As the Welsh inning starts to collapse, Ivor Hughes needs 1 run for his 100. That would be very important to him, but thoughts of a follow-on at the moment.
One bad.
Oh, Ivor Hughes, the Welsh backstop, wanted 1 run to make it 100 in international baseball. He scored and bowled by Lynch! Superbly taken. And Ivor stays on 99, and Hughes is out, and Lynch is really rocking this Welsh innings apart.
Wales 27 for 7.
Kevin Trevett, who's appeared with Cardiff, Pontypool and Pontypridd in the senior rugby. Small but very lively. And Kevin is certainly the man to get around these bases. And he hits that high. That would be a wonderful catch if someone would get it, but Gary Gold can't get under that. I'll back Kevin Trevett for 4 here. He's very, very fast. He's already come into 3. Here's the throw from Gold, but it's too late. 4 runs to Kevin Trevett, and 7 so far on his debut. One of the fastest men in Welsh baseball. David Bishop coming to the peg and slightly pushing it over, as you can see, and receiving.
One bad.
Wales only just hanging on, and David Bishop for the 2nd time. A good shot, though, away through Gary Gall. Bishop will pick 3 runs up for this. I think he will have a go. Yes, he will. And make his 3 runs very well. Very smart mover, of course, as a lot of back row forwards know to their cost in Welsh rugby. The 3rd round for Wales. And a nice shot by Jennings. Good leg shot. Wales haven't played many around there at all. A little bit unlucky. He just makes 2. The ball hit a flag.
2 runs.
And 2 runs for Mike Jennings. David Richards on 5 so far.
One.
Oh, a poor shot by David. He knows he's gone. Clean bowled. And that's the Welsh skipper out, having made 5, but really a poor shot. Lynch, his favourite ball, that the one low towards the left leg, and the Welsh don't seem to know about that one. Why, I don't know, but a clean bowl, David Richards.
Wales in their first innings chasing England's 97, a collapsing at 39 for 8.
Disaster for Wales, and Kevin Trevett trying to pull them out of it. This astonishingly bad start by the Welsh team. Kevin Trevett hitting well, though. He's such a fast lad. Again, you'd back him for at least 3 runs. Can John Jervis halt the progress? No, Trevett's having a go for 4 base. He's out on 4! He is out on 4 base! The throw from John Jervis got there, and Neil Rice touched him out on 4 base. It was always a danger. He tried it once too often, perhaps. But he made 10 runs for Wales and was highest scorer. John Jervis, the man, the captain, who threw it, and Neil Rice, the backstop, collected it and touched Trevett out inches from 4 base. 10 runs, though. Good start in international baseball to him, nevertheless. David Bishop pushing it away. Good shot. Again, he'll go for the 2nd run, I'm sure. There's a fumble in the outfield, so he picks up 2. Good running by David Bishop. Takes him to 7. Now here's Michael Jennings. Amazing thing that the 2 Ultinian players, the first 2 for their club ever to play for Wales, the 2 last men. Jennings is out there, all out in fact. He's bowled with Bishop on 2 base. Bowled by Lynch. What a great success for Lynch, and I expect Wales to be put in a 2nd time. That's a real disaster for Wales. So Wales follow on for the first time since 1936 at Cardiff Arms Park, when England went on to win by an innings and 6 runs. So here's the property speculator and cafe owner Geoffrey Lynch, who's bowled unchanged so far. The Welsh 2nd innings starting, and Geoffrey Lynch, of course, the greatest bowler in the history of international baseball in terms of dismissals. Alan Harrison, the batsman. Harrison having a look round. Lynch to Harrison. Harrison hits strongly, hits well, passes the ring of spectators. John Jervis going back for it. Alan Harrison looking for 3, and I think he ought to settle for it this time. Yes, he does. Good one for Alan Harrison. Now John Smith, by his standards, having a disappointing game, but he should put all that behind him. He's a very fine baseballer and a very fine batsman as well. Touch away, just clearing the field. Young Hyam going for it, and John Smith getting 2 runs. Same start as he made in the first.
2 runs!
Now this could be one of the most interesting moments of the game. Stephen Haynes, the former Welsh captain, on a pair, 2 goods and out first time round, needing only 1 run to make it to be 10th Welshman to make 100 runs. Hits it this time and he's out, caught by Bobby Davin on 1 base. Good gracious, Steve Haynes getting 2 ducks in the match. That really is a strange event, and he must be very sad. Hit it straight to 1 base. Bobby Davin had no trouble to catch that one. The end of Steve Haynes. Been a very good player though. Played well this season, of course, for Llanrumney. Ivor Hughes not had too good a season with the bat for a change. Receiving a good ball straight away from Jeff Lynch. Ivor Hughes, the Welsh backstop. Hit in badly, miscuing. He'll be lucky if he can make 1 base. He is lucky. He makes 1 base. And he must have been thinking all the way that run was an important one. Would he make it or not? It was given a run-in factor, not a bye, and so Ivor Hughes makes it as the 10th player to 100 in international baseball, and just a little bit lucky that time for Ivor. Michael Jennings, who scored over 200 points at rugby last season, hitting high, clearing Gary Gall, I think. Oh, but it's a brilliant catch! Brilliant catch by Gary Gall, diving to his right. That was a fine catch, the best we've seen today, probably. And I thought the little fella wouldn't quite make it. At full stretch, he dismissed Michael Jennings. Excellent catch, as Jennings hit it very well to the covers, but Gall was there.
Wales requiring 53 runs in their second innings to make England bat again at 10 for 2.
One feels it's a key moment of the innings as Alan Bright, who's in such good form, hitting it down. Lynch, the fielder, and he's out at 1 base on a pair for Alan Bright. Geoffrey Lynch, the man again, he got it away to first base, and there's first base Bobby Davin applauding his bowler. Fine fielding by Lynch as Bright hit it down to the bowler. David Richards with it all falling around him now.
1 bad!
David Richards receiving from Jeff Lynch, striking, and he's got it away and over. A lucky bounce really over Gary Gall's head, and I think it's given David 4 runs, possibly. You'll have a go, I'm sure, for it. Yes, he makes 4. That was a little bit lucky. Good shot, but the bounce was very unlucky one for Gary Gall in the English field, and it gives David Richards 4 runs. Kevin Trevett, top scorer in the Welsh first innings, hitting just short of Paul Hyam. In fact, the fly-in Trevett away again round these bases so quickly. The ball is lost. Trevett can keep going for 4. It doesn't matter. The ball is lost for England, and Trevett picks up 4 runs. Almost hesitated at 2 base, but it's a good home run for Kevin Trevett. Tony Hinchy, yet to get off the mark in international baseball. Hits high, straight to Gary Gall, I think. Yes, he's out again. A pair for Tony Hinchy on his international debut. Such a fine sportsman and such an unlucky day for him today. What a fine catch again by Gary Gall. His second of the innings.
Wales in their second innings, 17 for 4, still requiring 36 runs to make England bat again.
Last man in the first round is David Bishop. He's outbowled by Geoffrey Lynch, taken by this good backstop Neil Rice. The end of Bishop, and there's this man Lynch, who's had such a fine career, and he's still as good as ever. Bishop out. Neil Rice, very experienced character, and an excellent backstop. All on edge at the moment. England on top, Wales just hanging in. Lynch to Alan Harrison. Hits it away, caught by Dennis Barber. A good one indeed. The fielder had gone in for the catch there. Harrison hit it straight at him, and the first catch in baseball in internationals for Dennis Barber. And Geoffrey Lynch striking again. Alan Harrison in good form in club games.
After hat-trick by Jeff Lynch, Wales are 17 for 6.
Wales had to score 53 to make England bad again. Hughes is out. Smith as well could go. He goes. Or does he for deviating? No, it's given. He got the second base. There was just the thought for a moment that he deviated, but Hughes went. He hit it straight to first base. Davin fielded and out he went, and Davin was so quick to get it to Jervis on two base, and John Smith nearly followed him. Excellent play by England. Martin Richards for his third round. Tucks it down, could just be out, I think, if Barber's throw is accurate. It is, he's out! Barber was very pleased about that. It was a good throw and he had every right to be. Martin Richards is speedy, but Dennis Barber was much quicker with the throw, and Bobby Davin collected on one, and out goes Martin Richards.
Wales 26 for 8.
Only 2 extras given by Geoffrey Lynch so far in this innings. He bowls to Kevin Trevett, he hits high, it's cleared the field. Gary Gall coming for it, Bobby Davin coming for it, Kevin Trevett is flying again round the bases. He's batted well today for Wales. He can be pleased with his international debut. He gets 4 more runs. Home run and 10 more runs, 10 in each innings for Kevin Trevett. The odds must just be on England to win by an innings, but certainly baseball is a funny game, and with 3 good batsmen going, you never know. John Smith hits well, he clears the field. Yes, he has cleared the field. Smith, a soccer player with Cardiff Draconians, making his way to free base. Will just beat Bobby Davin's throw to 4. Yes, he does. Beats it by a good way. Another 4 to Wales. And incidentally, that one took John Smith to the second highest ever scorer in Welsh international history, beating the late Carl Gray at Newport and placing him just behind Fred Hayes at Grange Albion. Lynch again. Richards looked for the leg shot, shaped indeed for the leg shot, and got it away into the crowd somewhere. Can John Jervis find it quick enough? He finds it just in time to cut Richards off and cut it down to 3 runs. Good fielding by John Jervis. The Welsh score moving along.
Wales second innings 42 for 8.
England may just feel that the speedster Trevett has to be calmed down a little bit, and if they can get him out with Wiles. It's a hit by Trevett. It's cleared the field. Freddie Price come in for it. He might just make it, but Trevett is on his way to at least 3 runs. He's fallen down. He does a somersault. He continues, but he makes his way to 4 base. Will the referee give him that 4th run? I think so. Yes, he does. And that takes Kevin Trevett to 14, and there's 3 home runs in that, and he's certainly been a success for Wales today. Well, England make their first bowling change of the match. Wonderful performance by Geoffrey Lynch to take out 19 of the 22. And now Freddie Price, the left-hander, in his 16th cap. Well, the last 3 Welsh batsmen have so far put on 22, which is a very good effort. Price, the change bowler to Smith. He said this could be out. Jervis to Lynch. He's out on 1 base. Excellent fielding by the English captain, John Jervis, on 3 base. That really was a fine throw. Geoffrey Lynch had taken over from Bobby Davin on first base, and John Smith must have been amazed by the speed of the throw. That's the first success for Freddie Price as well, of course, and John Smith is out.
Wales 48 for 9. Needing another 5 runs to make England bat a second time.
Just what can the Welsh captain do? England are taking it easy. They've got plenty of time. Wales 2 men left. David Richards, the captain, trying to salvage something, and he's hit it hard and high over the head of Gary Gall. That could well be 4 runs. Gall's throw is normally quite good, but Richards takes 4, and Wales need just 1 run to make England bat again. Kevin Trevett in outstanding form.
Extra.
Now, Wales will certainly make England bat again. That extra meant that they would do, and another bad ball from Fred Price. So Wales have saved the follow-on. Kevin Trevett hitting it down, just beating Fred Price. And flying for a second, could he go on two base? He just made two, yes. That was a close thing. Jeffrey Lynch brought back for Fred Price. Kevin Trevett on two base. There he is, just nearest to us. David Richards, the batsman. Jeff Lynch hoping to take two out in one ball. David Richards, no doubt, hoping to clear the field to get Kevin Trevett home. Richards hitting away. Will Trevett make it? He's got to move a bit faster, I think. No, Trevett gets home. Richards gets to two. Kevin just halting a little bit and worrying us.
Wales in their second innings of 57 for 9, just 4 runs in front.
Kevin Trevett, the last man home. David Richards on two base. He's out. They are all out. Trevett froze the ball. Bat up in the air, indeed. And that was the end of the Welsh innings as Neil Rice collected the ball and Kevin Trevett out clean bowled with David Richards on two base. The Welsh second innings ended at 57 all out and England requiring just 5 to win. Dennis Barber opening the English second innings and is bowled by John Smith. What a surprise. And 2 extras needed now and 2 runs, whichever way. That's an extra. And just 1 to win England now with John Jervis, the England captain, facing John Smith. He pushes it away. Will he make one base? Well, the Welsh fielder let him make one base. Let him make one base. Extraordinary, really. John Jervis makes 2 base. He's happy about that. A great victory for England indeed. And there's the man right in the centre, Jeffrey Lynch, the star of the day without any doubt, getting all the congratulations from his own supporters. The Gladstone Rose Bowl is presented by Vice Chairman of the England Baseball Association, Andy Ellard, to the winning English captain, John Jervis. We hope that you've enjoyed this fine international game. And from Fazakerley in Liverpool, this is Howard Evans wishing you good afternoon.
One was abandoned.